Honorable Men Discord. Kid Cudi has a message for Jim Jones. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So, in this video I have queued up, Kid Cudi is addressing Jim Jones, who allegedly has been saying he pretty much helped make Kid Cudi's career what it is because of his song Day and Night. And I think it was remixed and it had Jim Jones on it. So Jim Jones is saying he pretty much took the song, made it hot, and it put more eyes and more attention on Kid Cudi's record. And Kid Cudi is here to debunk that. So let's get into this video and we'll talk about it further.
Oh man, so starting my day and, I see something online that I have to address, right? So Jim Jones, first off, we love Jim Jones, right? Like, I grew up on Jimmy, like, he's the homie. I met him when I was coming up. He was cool, right? Jimmy, I'm gonna address you directly, my nigga. You talking about how you are responsible for my success is a lie. You need to stop lying to people. You get on your little podcast and you start gossiping and talking shit, and everybody on your podcast don't know the truth, so they all agreeing with you. But if you look under the comments under that post, you'll see people are letting you know what time it is. This is part one. I got more to say. Day and Night was already a hit record before you touched it, my nigga. I put it on my MySpace, it blew up, okay? I had an entire mixtape. I was on my way. Motown was courting me. Kanye wanted to sign me. All because of Day and Night, because I put it on my MySpace and it blew up, my nigga. It blew up. I can promise you that Sylvia Rhone did not listen to your remix and say she wanted to sign me. That is not why I have a record deal, bro. Nothing you're talking about is the truth. How do you think I had a music video? I was shooting the music video I was already on. You saw a hit record and jumped on it, my nigga. Like, you didn't make me, man. You didn't make me. So, like, you gotta stop telling these tales, my nigga. Like, you gotta stop. I want to shout out everybody that's been in the comments letting this nigga know what the truth is, But it's crazy how people just be trying to, like, take credit for my success. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild, Like, and I like Jimmy, man. It kind of breaks my heart to hear him on here trying to take credit for something that he's not a part of. You know what I mean? You jumped on my shit. I didn't ask you to do that, And granted, they played it on Hot 97 every day, and it was a thing on Hot 97 on the radio. But I was an international artist from jump. Like, I had the world, my nigga. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand. But I'm gonna address this now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more tales, my nigga. You ain't had nothing to do with this. So yeah, man, just wanted to address that, I just know that, like, niggas is trying to erase history. You know what I mean? Niggas is trying to rewrite history, and I'm alive and well and I'm around to address it. This Jimmy talking about how he's responsible for my success, this comes up every couple years. He's always talking about it. And I've been ignoring it, and now finally I'm gonna say something, because you're not about to be out here trying to, like, take credit for something that you had nothing to do with, So, yeah, just wanted to address that, y'all. Peace and love. Oh, man.
Can't be mad at him for saying that. Can't be mad at him for saying it. I I have no disagreement with this. You can't be mad at him for saying that. He went as far as talking about MySpace, which is ancient at this time. Some of you watching this episode probably don't even know what MySpace is. So I'll let you know MySpace was something that came out way before Facebook, and that was the Facebook before Facebook. In fact, I would say Facebook was the death of MySpace, because MySpace started to turn into something that was looked at as more for kids, for the younger generation. And Facebook came in and bridged the gap between young and old and said this is a way for all ages to connect. And since then, MySpace disappeared and never came back. But I can't be mad at what he's saying. Is it too much to just salute someone and say, the Day and Night record by Kid Cudi had a phenomenal run? When I heard it, I said, oh, let me put some of my, uptown / Bronx energy on it. Was it too much to say something along those lines? Now, I didn't cue up what Jim Jones said exactly, but based on what Kid Cudi's saying, it seems as though Jim said more than a little bit. And why? It's not like Jim Jones is not talented himself, so he doesn't need to steal credit from someone else that did it on his own. He could have just said, I heard the record and I couldn't help myself. I had to put a little bit of my flair on the track, but that's the ego of rappers, it's necessary to a degree. It's necessary to have that ego, that confidence, that bravado. But other times it's just like it becomes excessive when you're trying to claim credit for someone else's material just to, I don't know, for clicks, or just to appear as though you have that much of a force in the industry. I don't know his reasoning for saying what he said, but it's like, why? And then on top of that, Kid Cudi's the type of artist where he's below the radar. He puts his music out, but Kid Cudi's not messing with anyone, and maybe that's why he mentioned it. Maybe he figured he can say that and Kid Cudi would have no response, but clearly Kid Cudi made time. And I can't even be mad at Kid Cudi for this, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kid Cudi and whatever he's got going on. And yes, that was a huge record, because when it came out, I felt like they overplayed it. They overplayed that record, and I'm not hating on the record at all, but wow, they spun the hell out of that record. And it was definitely one of those songs that stood out for that time period, so yeah, defend your stuff, Kid Cudi. Defend your stuff. I got nothing further to say on this. What's your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on Jim Jones allegedly claiming that he helped make the record what it is, or what it was? What's your thoughts on Kid Cudi defending himself? I think it's fine. I think it's rightfully so. But that's all I have on this episode. As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay honorable.